Welcome back to Minecraft. Today we're going to be building the Under Armour logo. As you can see, here's the first look at what it will look like once it's finished. As you can see, I used black wool, but you can really use any wool you want. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, I've already got a block down. I'm just going to lay one right next to it. Now I'm going to move up and build 4 blocks to the left, build another 4 blocks to the left. Now I'm going to switch to 3 blocks. I'm going to repeat this 3 times. So as you can see, there we have that. Now I'm going to build up 4 blocks from the end of the third. I'm going to go ahead and build up 3, build up another 3, build up 2, build up 2, build up 2, build up 2, and build up one more 2. So as you can see, we repeated that 5 times. Now we're going to switch to horizontal building. So we're going to build 3, and we're going to repeat this 3 times. So there's your 3 3s. Now we're going to switch to 4 blocks. We're going to repeat this twice. Alright, we're going to move up a level, and we're going to build 5 blocks across. Now we're going to build up one more row, and this is going to be the midpoint of the bottom A, if you will. So that was 7 blocks. Now we're just going to repeat everything, but we're going to descend. So we have 5, we have 4, we have 4 again. Now we move to the 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks. Now we move to 2. Repeat this 5 times again. So once we get to this last one, we're going to switch back to vertical, and we're going to build 3 blocks down and 3 blocks down again. So that repeated twice. Now we're going to build 4 blocks. We're going to switch back to horizontal. We're going to build 3 blocks to the left, 3 blocks to the left, 3 blocks to the left. So it repeated 3 times. Now we're going to build 4 blocks to the left, 4 blocks to the left, and finish off with 2 blocks at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and build straight up from the inside block of the 2 blocks. We're going to go ahead and take a step back here and take a look at it. So this is the basic shell for what we're going to be building. Now we're just going to go ahead and fill it up. I sped it up here just because it's really self-explanatory. It shouldn't really need any instruction. So we're going to go ahead and fill it in on both sides. Be done with that part. And then we'll start adding some of the finishing touches onto this lower portion of the logo, and then we'll go ahead and build the upper portion. So there you go, it's all filled in now. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is focus on the top of the A. So what we're going to need to do here is we're going to double block the whole upper portion. So we are going to add first these 5 blocks, then we're going to add 4 on the next level down, we're going to add 3, we're going to add 3, and as you can see, we're overlapping in comparison to the top. We're going 1 block extra, so 4, 3, and 3. We're going to take a little look at this and see what we think. It's looking good. It's looking nice and thick. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the bottom portion of the U and kind of the mid portion of the A right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add to this very bottom portion of the midpoint. We're going to add 5 blocks across. Now we're going to make sure that we mirror the upper portion and build it very similarly. So there's 4 blocks. Now we're at the mid. We're going to build 7 if you remember right. We're going to build 7 across to the right. Now once there, we're going to build up 1 and across to 4. There we go. And now we're going to build over, and right here I only built 4. I should have built 5, but we'll fix it here in a second once we start doing the double blocking. So that's the very next step, is to do the double blocking. We're just going to add all those to the bottom. We're going to build 3 across, but as you can see, it's not a mirror right now. So we're going to have to build 2 down to match up with the top. This thing here, we're going to build across 2, and we're going to have to build down 2 to match with the top. Now we're going to move to the other side here. We're going to build across 3. See that we're not mirrored, so we're going to build down 2, and we're just going to build across 3 because we're mirrored with the top. So there you go. So now what we need to do is just fill in this mid portion, add 1 block on the left and right, just to make it look more like the actual logo. As you can see, it's looking really great, and the mirror is pretty much perfect. So now what we need to do is we need to work on connecting this mid portion to the left and right side of the A. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move inside here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is right here on the outside edge, we're going to add 3 down. We're going to build another 3 down. And that was the outside edge of the midpoint. We're going to go and fill in the gap here. Take a step back and look at what it looks like. And there we go. So it's looking real nice. Our connection's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this right side. We're going to come to the outside edge again. We're going to build 3 down. And then another 3 down to the right of that. Fill it in. And there we go. Looking really nice here. We're very consistent. It's looking like a perfect mirror from left to right. So there you have it. The A is done. Now it's time to work on the U. Alright, so the first thing to do is just to try to mirror our attachment point in the middle. And we're just building a mirror. So we come, as you can see, to this point right here. We're going to build up 3. We're going to attach and build up 3 to the left. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in just straight down to the bottom. So it should be 5 blocks from that base. And I'll go ahead and do that on the right side here in a second. So we're going to move to the right side. Again, mirroring the image. We're going to build up from this point, build up 3, and we're going to go ahead and build up 5 right there. So as you can see, we have the connections done. It's looking real great. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I just want to count the length of this long straight piece here in the middle. So I equipped some white wool just to do the measuring, and I'm going to find out here that it's 13 blocks. So 13 blocks from the edge down. And so we're going to have to add an extra block for a connection, so it's actually going to end up being 14. So we're going to go ahead and come up here to the top, switch back to our black wool, and we're going to add 1, and then we're going to build up 13. Alright, now that we're here, we're going to just add our second block to the left so that it mirrors the bottom image. Now what I'm going to do with the white wool is just build straight across just to make sure that I come up to the same exact level. I don't want to not do that. So we're going to go ahead and add our connector, build up 13, and then I'm just going to come all the way across and make sure we're at the same level, and there we are. So now I'm going to take out the white wool. And again, you don't need to do the white wool part. The only reason I did that is just to make sure that I was building, evenly and accurately. So now we're just going to go ahead and mirror what we did on the bottom. As you can see, we had 4 to the left, drop down, add another 4. Now we're going to add 3. And repeat this for 3 times. So there's 3 again. And there's 3. Now we're going to switch from horizontal to vertical. I'm just backing up to make sure that we're at the same point. I'm going to go ahead and just test to make sure that we are. So I'm going to hop here on the outside edge, go straight up, and as you can see, we're in the right spot. So from here, I'm just going to build down so that we have 4 blocks. I'm going to build down 3. Build down 3. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the 2 blocks now. We're going to repeat this 5 times again. So there's 2, 2, 2, 2. We need 1 more. There we have it. Now we're going to switch back to horizontal. We're going to build across 3. Build across 3, and as you can see, we have now connected. So now we're just going to go ahead and fill this in. So we're going to speed it up again so you don't really have to pay too much attention. You're just filling in this point. Pretty self-explanatory, so you can go ahead and fill yours in. You can pause the video or move it ahead to the next clip, whichever you want to do. So here we are. We're going to now move over here to the right side, and we're just going to repeat everything again. So we have 4 blocks to the right, drop down, do 4 blocks to the right, drop down, do 3 blocks to the right, repeating this 3 times again. There's our 3, 3, and one more row of 3. We're just going to test to make sure we're at the same point, looking straight up, and we come to contact, so we are. So we're going to go ahead and build down, so we have 4 blocks here for the outside. Come in, build down 3, do that again, build down 3. We're going to switch to the 2 blocks, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is repeated 5 times, 1, 2. As you can see, we need to do it one more time. And now we switch to the horizontal. And we build 3 and 3, and we are connected. Go ahead and fill it in, and again, sped up, so you don't really have to watch it. And there we go. We are filled in. So now I've moved back to take a look at it, just to make sure that I have what I want. One thing I do want to add is 1 block in each of the corners to make it look more curved into both the top and the bottom in the middle of the A and the U. So I add 1 in each of those corners. And as you can see, we're going to move back, and it's looking really nice and curved now. So that was just kind of a finishing touch for some detail. Alright, as you can see, we've got a really nice looking Under Armour logo. Now you can build this in any color you want. You don't necessarily have to use black wool. If you want to build it in green or blue or whatever, you can. If you have any ideas about any future pixel art tutorials or showcases, please let me know in the comments. As always, it's been a pleasure. Remember to like and subscribe, and take care.